So welcome everyone to our Sisterhood of the Rose Goddess Circle. And wow, today is May 17th. So time is flying as we are reaching almost the midpoint of the year, right? Coming up on summer solstice next month. Really incredible. So I'll be your host tonight, Laura Hosford. And as I said, Jean is not with us tonight and hope will return next week. I'm sure she will. And tonight we're going to welcome in our beautiful goddess tonight is Goddess Newt. And Goddess Newt is the goddess of creation. And so I've got this really kind of famous photo of her up here, but I'll show you this card that I have too. This card came in another card deck, but it was interesting. It came in the Divine Feminine Masculine card deck. So the card was there, but it wasn't in the book. So I'm not really sure if it was, why it wasn't in the book, if it was just a book that had a flaw, or if this card was not meant to be in the deck. But anyway, I just so resonated with this beautiful, beautiful goddess Newt. And I'll share a quick story. Even though this card, you can see the moon and you can see the night sky in this card, but you can't really see the stars. I mean, there's a little bit of blue, but when I went to France and standing in the, it's not a cathedral, it's, let me think for just a minute. It's a sanctuary and in Lemieux, and so we go there to see the Black Madonna, which she's only about this tall. I mean, she's just a little replica of the original Black Madonna that was found in a field by a farmer, and this was back in, I think it was around the late 1800s, and then the farmer took the statue home, and then the next morning the statue was gone, and then he went back to the fields and there was the statue again. So he got the statue and he thought, wow. So he took the statue home again, and the next morning the statue was gone and it was back in the field. So the story goes, they decided that that statue was a sign, and it was a sign from Mother Mary, because it was a little statue of Mother Mary, and that a church needed to go there, and so they built this beautiful sanctuary. I think it's Notre Dame sanctuary, yeah, Notre Dame of whatever, Lemieux. And so, of course, the original statue has been long gone, but they replaced it in the alcove in this church. And this church is a Knights Templar type of church. So it has lots of symbology around the Knights Templar and a lot of symbology around, the real truth of the way of love. And so you go in this alcove, and there's this little bitty Black Madonna about that big. And then in the same alcove is a beautiful, beautiful statue of Mother Mary holding Yeshua, baby Yeshua. But then when you look up to the ceiling, you see this beautiful night sky, beautiful navy blue with gold trim and beautiful white stars. And so really the energy of Mother Mary is connected to this beautiful goddess Newt. It's like Goddess Newt is like, she's almost like the grandmother energy. And so I'm going to share a little bit with you that I was doing searching on the web to just give you a little bit more about her story. So as you can see, she is very much an Egyptian goddess here, and she's one of the oldest goddesses in Egyptian mythology. She is the goddess of the sky. So we were talking about the stars, right? That's who she is. In the sky in ancient Egyptian language, Newt means sky in ancient Egyptian language. And it was believed that the sky is, in fact, a star-covered nude woman arced over the earth in a plank, or perhaps down dog position when you kind of look up in the sky. And she also, one of her titles is Mistress of All, and she who holds 1,000 souls, and she who protects. So she's very much got that nurturing, mothering, protection energy going on around her. Um, let's see. So she, her mother and father were Shu. Shu was the god of, I'm sorry, Atom was the god of air, and Shu was the goddess of moisture. And these two united to create Earth, also known as Geb, G-E-B, and the sky. So both, which was Newt. So both Geb, which is the earth, and Newt, the sky, are traditionally depicted without clothes on, and it was believed that they were having intercourse continually with Newt lying on top of Geb, the earth. So the sky was lying on top of the earth, and that eventually they had to be separated by air. But before that happened, Newt gave birth to four gods: Osiris, which was the ruler of the gods and the lord of the underworld; Isis, we know Isis was god of nature and magic; and Set was the god of warfare and destruction. And then Nephthys, I'm not sure I'm saying that right, was the goddess of water and funeral rites. And some legends tell of a fifth god, Arurius, who was generally seen as an Egyptian counterpart to the Greek god Apollo. So the birth of Newt's children did not transpire without a hitch, for their coming into existence greatly angered Ra, the sun god. And some accounts say that Ra is actually Newt's grandfather, and others say that Newt gives birth to the sun god daily, and he passes over her body until he reaches her mouth at sunset. He then passed into her mouth, Newt, and through her body, and is reborn the next morning. And then another myth described the sun as sailing up her legs and back in the Matate boat until noon, when he entered the Sekhet boat and continued his travels until sunset. And these are part of the Egyptian myths. In any event, Ra did not want four new gods to come into the world, and so he started to compete with these other gods for Newt's attention. And then Ra declared, Newt shall not give birth any day of the year. And at this point in time in our history, in our early history of the earth, that's when our calendar was 360 days long. And it's interesting because I was hearing a documentary actually from David Wilcock talking about the 360 days long is the perfect, it's like the perfect amount of time of segregated time periods. And that actually when we are practicing a calendar based on 360 days, we are actually operating more in the natural cycles of time. But then our calendar was changed to 365 days, which just kind of threw us into this different kind of weird time place, if you will. So frustrated, Newt spoke to the god of wisdom, who was Thoth, and then they devised a plan so she could give birth to her children, and Thoth agreed to help Newt, the goddess of the sky. So he called another god, the god of the moon, Khonsu, and challenged him to a game of chance. Khonsu could not resist the challenge, even though Thoth warned him that if he lost, Thoth would get to take part of Khonsu's moonlight. And so in those days, the light of the moon rivaled even the light of Ra, the sun. That's how powerful the moon was. But yet what happened? Khonsu lost so much of his moonlight to Thoth that he became the dimmer orb in the sky. And then Thoth used the moonlight to create four, or possibly these extra 5 extra days that now our calendar's 365 days, so that Newt could now birth and have those children. When Ra found out the trick that Newt had pulled on him, he was so angry that he separated her from her husband lover Geb, the earth, for all eternity by ordering their father, Shu, the god of air, to stand forever between the two. So now we have air between heaven, between the stars, and between the earth. And that created the distancing that we have today. So due to her role as a regeneration of the sun each day, Newt came to be considered a protector of souls as they entered the afterlife. She's a friend to the dead. She's a mother-like guardian who would help the souls leave the underworld, join her in the stars. And so that's why you do see her on many of the sarcophagus, can't say it, that the kings and queens of Egypt were buried in. You'll find when you open the tomb, you'll see her image, and you also see a prayer that's often written on the ancient tombs that reads, "O my mother Newt, stretch yourself over me, that I may be placed among the imperishable stars which are in you, and that I may not die." So, yeah, so we have this beautiful, beautiful ancient energy of Goddess Newt. And I just really love her energy because it is her energy as the beautiful stars, the beautiful sky. And, we come from the stars, right? So it's like we are coming from our home. And so you can see this image of her here where she's got the ankh in her hand, and then she's got this pot right here um, as well. And I forget what I think the pot is supposed to represent, like receiving of energy and accumulation of energy um, on there. I think that's what that was. So the ancient Egyptian goddess Newt, ancient Egypt held the goddess Newt as one of the most loved goddesses, known as the sky goddess. She held the title of she who gives birth to the gods. So she was the one who gave birth to these gods. And from birth to death, Newt played an important role in the Egyptian mythology as the barrier between the order of creation and chaos. So that was really what part of the message that really wanted to come in for tonight, and is coming in as our theme, is that she creates this barrier between the order of creation and the order of chaos. And you look at the time that we're going through right now, right? This time that we're in right now, between, it almost seems, coming out of the order that we've been living in and then now moving into this very chaotic sort of node or period. And so the goddess Newt can help us through this period. So let's go ahead now, and I'm going to guide us through our evening meditation for tonight. And we're actually going to meet with the energy of Goddess Newt and do some clearing through this as well, and do a heart womb activation. So I'll just invite you now to begin with closing your eyes, getting comfortable, bringing your hand to your heart if you would like, and begin to rejoin our beautiful circle, our sacred circle that we have here in this hologram of co-creation and unity consciousness. And now just coming together, inviting in our beautiful divine teams of light, our beautiful higher selves, our beautiful divine teams of light, our ascended brothers and sisters of the rose and other ascended beings, our galactic star families, the Sophia Dragon tribe. We invite in the beautiful goddess energy of Newt, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Yeshua, who are here to hold space, as well as the beautiful energies of Saint Germain, the Chohan for this next beautiful age. It's unfolding and opening. And just begin to see yourself holding hands with your sisters here in the circle, inviting in these beautiful energies, and including our angels and archangels, coming together as we all come together as one unified consciousness. And now just begin by finding yourself comfortable, placing your feet flat on the floor, or sitting cross-legged if you're sitting on the floor, relaxed and upright. Begin to connect with your own galactic heart womb of Mother Earth. Maybe you'd like to see yourself walking in the forest or the trees, surrounded by large, beautiful oaks The sun is beginning to set as you find a comfortable place to sit down where you can look up into the night sky. You can begin to connect with the beautiful energies of Newt, who begins to reach down to you and to your heart. As you begin to connect with her energy, it's almost like a light beam is coming into your heart from the night sky. You begin to feel your heart chakra opening, and you begin to feel this beautiful beam of love, a very powerful, creative energy from Goddess Newt beginning to move deep within your heart chakra. Begins to spiral deeper and deeper into your heart. And as it does, it begins to bring into your heart a new nourishing energy, an energy that brings peace and calm amid the chaos, an energy that can help you to hold steady, can help you to walk upright in your own beautiful light with confidence and clarity, because you have your feet on the ground, you have your feet beautifully nestled into Mother Earth. And so you're receiving this beautiful support from Geb, from Mother Earth, for you and your body Deva. And now you begin to feel your toes in the plush grass of the earth. You begin to feel the soft, nurturing, loving energy begins to warm your senses, and the energies begin to enter into the bottom of your feet, opening your foot chakras, and the energy begins to run up your legs, begins to replenish your body Deva as she begins to remember and open and activate more of her own beautiful senses and ability to manifest once again very, very powerfully, because she is an elemental. She's from the earth, and she is your partner. She's your advocate. She's your best friend. And together, the two of you now take hands as you join together. You as your beautiful soul light, you begin to hold hands with your body Deva. And the two of you are now sitting comfortably there and just maybe getting to know each other a little bit. And now you begin to move into your higher self. And so you begin to enter into a deep, deep sacred place within your heart space. There's a beautiful golden door there. You open the golden door and you see a set of 7 golden stairs. You begin to climb these beautiful golden stairs. You reach the top and you see a beautiful golden door open before you. Opening the door and stepping over the threshold now into the beautiful golden matrix of all that is, the 7th plane. You begin to see a beautiful golden chair. You go and sit in the chair. This is your place of your I am angelic goddess self. As you do, someone comes behind you and places a beautiful crown on your head. You now, with this crown, you begin to feel illuminated with the night sky of Goddess Newt. You begin to feel her energies now moving through your heart, through your blood, through your bones, now activating every part of your physical body, reinforcing your beautiful body Deva with strength and courage, helping to support her to come into her beautiful, magnificent, beautiful place and space. You begin to feel your heart now being turned on to a new level of frequency as you begin to feel these beautiful energies from Goddess Newt. She is the mother of the stars, she says. And she says, I can replenish you. I can help you on your journey to reach enlightenment and ascension. Trust me, I have your back. Allow me to illuminate you, dear one. Allow me to bring in this beautiful magical energy and to place it there right in the middle of your heart. I want you to remember your innocence and the joy of your innocence. And I want you to feel that innocence deep inside you. I want you to awaken and to remember that you are also a creator of magic and miracles. And you are creating those magic and miracles every day. And as you strengthen to begin to create even bigger magic and miracles, you will begin to remember the true essence of you, the true innocence that you are, and that you are full of play and creativity inside. It's all waiting and percolating up. It's now overflowing from your beautiful cup and chalice. Allow the overflow to come out and to pool around you in this moment. Allow the overflow to move out into your world, into your life. Allow it to bring freshness and beauty and joy and fun and laughter to every part and parcel of your life. Allow it to now clear and cleanse away all that old debris, that old energy. It is time to allow it to wash away. And let me now help you. And so now just open your beautiful crown chakra and begin to feel these beautiful, refreshing frequencies from the ocean. Begin to feel these beautiful, fresh energies. They're pure, pure energy. Begin to wash over you and through your cells and through the waves and the particles and the nanoparticles, the very essence of you, and allow these to just wash away deeply and clear and cleanse out all that you are not. Because there is no need for you to hold on to it anymore. And so now open up to receive my healing energy. Begin with your own beautiful intention to connect with me. Connect to the goddess energy. Allow this energy like a beam of beautiful illuminated crystalline light with tiny silver particles and magical gold flakes, and maybe even a speck of purple or pink. Allow it to begin to move down in and through your body and moving it to any places that you feel pain or struggle, any places that you feel constricted, any places in your body that you don't feel fluid, any places that might feel heavy. Just begin to feel like a huge spotlight now shining on those places. And all you have to do is just receive these energies and allowing them to wash away so that your radiant divinity shines through your own beautiful light. For you're made of the same thing I am, and you twinkle just like a star because you are a star. And so just take a moment to bring this light, allow it to shine through your beautiful hologram, allow it to clear and cleanse and wash and awaken you. Awaken you to your new fresh self, awaken you to a new reality of beauty and joy that you possess deep within your heart. It is time to let that joy up. It's time to let that out. It's time for you to return to your beautiful, playful creator, creative self. And let's take a deep breath in. And as you do, breathing more deeply and becoming more relaxed, these energies just begin to soothe and soften and nurture. And as your body becomes even more relaxed, and breathing just a little bit deeper, you begin to soften, you begin to trust, you begin to move into deep stability because Mother Earth has you and I have you. And you are totally loved and supported by heaven and by earth. Taking a deep breath in, beautiful. And just taking a moment now to begin to bring maybe your hands to your womb. And as you place your hands on your womb, just begin to bring this beautiful healing light. Summon this light deep into your womb, allowing it to shine into the light of your womb. And again, allowing it to clear and cleanse and wash away any stuck energies, any energies of shame or guilt or fear, any energies of abandonment or rejection, any energies of separation at all. And allow this beautiful goddess healing now to just wash and clear away all of those energies, washing away any cords or hooks that you may be corded between another person, or they may be hooked into your energy field. And now you see and feel the light of the spiral goddess moving in and through you, just clearing and undoing and untangling you from any relationships that you are still entangled in. It's time to release yourself. It's time to untangle yourself so you can be free to fully radiate your beautiful soul light, once again, your own divinity. And so taking a deep, deep breath in and out, beautiful. And just allowing that light to continue to clear and cleanse and wash. Allowing it to move deeply through you into another layer and another layer. And as everything is dissolved and deleted and cleared and cleansed, we just send it back, this energy to the universe to be recycled back into love. And as we do, now open your crown chakra and begin to receive the light of you, your own beautiful soul signature, your own angelic goddess self. Begin to see it pouring in, along with the rose gold flame. So bringing in the energy of the rose, the pure pink ray of the divine feminine, of unconditional love, to restore your womb to your original vibration of unconditional love. And also bringing in the pure gold masculine, divine masculine ray of ascension that's now moving in to support your feminine. And now moving in into your womb. Again, bringing balance and wholeness and bringing those energies to the solar plexus. Now balancing your solar plexus. Bringing that into perfect balance so that you can act with confidence and clarity in an assertive way, standing in your full power. And now bringing this energy down to your root and allowing the beautiful pink wave to begin to soften your root chakra, begin to open your root chakra, begin to remind your root chakra that it is love, and it is anchored in love, and is held by Divine Mother Earth. And upon your own command now, just allow this beautiful pink wave of love, of unconditional love, to begin to clear and cleanse out any pain or suffering, removing it. And you can almost feel it like vacuuming up all of that energy of fear or survival energies, any tribal energies, any animal energies, any competitive energies, any energies that you may be perceiving as a victim or that there are enemies out there. And just washing away all of those energies and bringing love and balance to your root chakra. Beautiful. And now opening and softening that root chakra, allowing the flow to move all the way from the crown, all the way down through the root. Sending those energies down deep into Mother Earth and then anchoring into Mother Earth. And as you do, go all the way down into the core of Mother Earth, to the creation energies, all the way down to the beautiful fiery energies of the Magdalene. And now begin to bring those fiery energies up into your feet, up your legs, all the way up the chakras, just clearing and balancing your chakras and bringing them to the vibration of the fifth dimension. Beautiful. And taking a deep breath in and out. And now begin to see yourself moving out of the golden chair. Just take a moment to express gratitude and love to your higher self and to Goddess Newt and to all of your angels and archangels and your complete team. Beautiful. And begin to move back down the 7 golden stairs, coming back down into the center of your heart. Beautiful. And just begin to move into that unity consciousness, your core radiant star, bringing yourself into the 0 point field, the peace beyond understanding that is always there, as now you're completely encapsulated in the love of Goddess Newt and the love of Mother Earth. You carry this beautiful protection of the goddess energy wherever you go in this journey now. And so be it, and so it is. Amen. So everyone taking a deep breath in and then just opening your eyes slowly, feeling your feet flat on the floor and just coming back very slowly. Beautiful. Okay, and so now we're going to move into our clearing for tonight. Excuse me. So this is coming from the Inner Speak Kundalini Blessing card deck that Jean usually does. So this is my first time running the deck, so we'll see how this turns out. And I'd already set an intention, already pulled the cards for us. So to remove any blocks that we might have to fully creating and manifesting our divine purpose and mission statement, bringing forth abundance and clarity was the intention that I set around. So the first card is going to be the source of any of the blocks to manifesting. And it's source card 3, self-sabotage to avoid transforming. So there's the card, the source card, self-sabotage to avoid transforming. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then the next 2 cards are the trauma or the setup that led to the source of the block. So the first card is servitude and that we felt powerlessness. So at some point in our journey, we were in servitude and we felt powerless in that particular energy, in that place and space. And then the second setup card is a broken heart. So we also experienced a broken heart, and then we were in this position or feeling or energy of servitude and felt powerlessness. And that led to the block, which was self-sabotage to avoid transforming. Okay, the effect, the soul effect, or the impact on our soul, the soul reaction card, is your instincts and self-worth have been wounded. So your instincts and self-worth have been wounded. And so that's what happened to our soul. Okay, so, and then we come to the soul reaction. And I'm sorry, to the belief. And the belief is, the stuck belief, it's not possible to change. That was our stuck belief that we actually landed into, this belief, it's not possible to change. So let's go ahead and clear the blocks, to clear this belief and clear these blocks from our energy field. And so the first thing is to just close your eyes and take a moment in your imagination, your mind's eye, kneel and surrender to Spirit, and just ask Spirit, ask God, Goddess, to cleanse you totally, to cleanse all of these energies, the belief and the blocks from your energy field, for the highest good of everyone, to yourself and everyone connected to you. And then the second clearing is to walk into the violet flame of transformation. So just imagine you're walking into the flame of transformation, hand to hand with Source. So holding hands with your higher self, your God, Goddess self, into the violet flame of transmutation, and allow the belief and the blocks to be cleared and burned away. Beautiful. And then the next card is to invite your chakras to open, heal, and balance. So now just take a moment to invite your chakras to open and to heal and to become balanced. And so it is. Amen. Just take a deep breath in and just take a moment to pause and feel the shifts, to feel the exchange of energy and the clearing. Beautiful. And then we do, for doing this clearing tonight, we do have an angel blessing. And that angel blessing is the courage to follow your heart's command. So what a beautiful, beautiful blessing, the courage to follow your heart's command. And so now we've cleared and cleared the blocks and the belief, and you are ready to go to follow your heart's command. How beautiful is that? I love, love, love that card. That is an amazing card. Okay, beautiful, everyone. So just take a moment to breathe and breathe all this good energy in. Beautiful. And come back now. All right, and I'll take a moment now to just call everyone's energy back to you. I'll call my energy back to me. Let's just take a moment to express gratitude to Goddess Newt, Saint Germain, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, and all the other beautiful gods and goddesses and ascended beings that were here in our circle tonight, helping us, supporting us, loving us. And we send our gratitude and love now also to Mother Earth. So let's all send some beautiful energy down to Mother Earth, thanking her, loving her. Beautiful. And now it's feeling that flow moving from heaven to earth through us in the cosmic loop. And just feeling our energy lighter and happier and brighter. and more radiant, more joyful, and just really, really soaking all of this up to carry this through you this week. Just to gift yourself with this happy place and happy space, and to go and to play and create this week something that brings love and beauty to your heart, something that brings happiness, that brings magic into your life. Whatever that is, it doesn't really matter. It just matters that you are a sparkling, beautiful being and you're allowing yourself to radiate it. It's time for us all to dance in the sky with Newt, to blow bubbles into the air, to fly our kites really, really high, to walk in the forest and to sing at the top of our lungs, to shine our light as brightly as we can, and to know that all is well and that we are all surrounded by so much beauty and love and light and support each and every day and each and every moment, and that we are never, ever alone. And that on this beautiful physical plane, you have this beautiful sisterhood with your sisters here for you. And just to reach out. If you need a hug, if you need a friend, if you need an ear to listen to you, your story, we're there for you. It's so important that we all allow ourselves to fully feel and hear and validate our stories on this beautiful journey we've been on. It's time to really listen and to heal and to let those stories evolve into our next place, that next ascended place that we are opening up to, a beautiful galactic cosmic self, because we're all children of the Most High. All right, everyone. So I'm just going to stop the recording.